The last question you've got here is this one need planning application with a guide price of 435? So let's have a look. What does it say? So freehold mixed-use terrace building arranged as a ground floor and a first floor development potential. Always, it's not saying actual, potential upper part conversion to dwelling subject to planning permission let. Yes. So your question is, does this one need planning application? 100% you will need that planning. It's only showing you what you can do, potentially what you can do, not what it's there already.
Proposed layout plan they put in on the...
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is again, the clue would also be in the price. As you get better at this, you'll know Bromley you're not gonna get a shop with flats in it at that kind of price. It's definitely you're gonna need to reconvert it. Yeah. But again, this is why those questions are important, because you learn, right? You're learning now the property market. You're not from here, so you're also learning some of the stuff that sometimes is basic information. But now you've asked a question. Hopefully now you know the answer, and now it becomes okay. I get it now. I get how that works. Yeah. Any other questions you've got before we jump into? I want to talk deal sheet. I'm going to pick one to go through, and then we're going to go to the deal analyzer. So any questions before we move on?
One more question.
Yeah, please.
When we grow our portfolio, is there any risk we need to manage? Because all we allow all on lenders' money. So if market drop, then is there any risk? I'm not sure.
Any risk? So ask me the question again. Is there any risk of...
If we grow the portfolio in a very large portfolio, but in fact I do not have that's such a big money.
But let's say you got your portfolio of 20. What you're saying? What are you asking?
So I do not have that money to buy the property. In fact, all are on lenders' money.
Yes.
So we can make the strategy sustainable because the rents can pay the mortgage.
Okay, I've got your... If I understand the question now, you're saying if you've got a limited budget, can you keep growing your property portfolio using bank money?
No. I sure I can use the bank money, but the problem is I need to think the downside if the economy is going down.
Okay, fine. So let's say you buy, let's keep it simple. You buy 5 flats in Kent and you pay £500,000 for it. Let's say you pay 500,000, you borrow let's say 500,000 because you paid lower and it's now worth 500,000. You borrow 500,000. In 5 years' time, the value of the building goes down. Let's say in 2 years' time, it's now gone down a little bit by 475. You're thinking, am I in trouble with the lenders? The reason why it's not going to be an issue, first of all, if you look at the demographics and you look at all the economic data of property in the UK, it always goes trajectory up in the last 60, 70 years. Unless there's something drastic that happens that we can't see. It's not happened for the last 70 years. 1. 2, even if it does happen, and there's a blip like COVID, for example, people were like, oh my God, I need to leave London. You're going to be fixed for 5 years. So what happens in year 2 or 3, it doesn't matter. As long as you keep paying the rent, which is then being paid by the tenant, you are not going to be facing a major issue. But let's say now, 5 years later, you come to refinance, that property has now, it owes 500,000. Because that's how much you borrowed, but it's now worth 450,000. What happens next? So what you will need to do at that time, which is honestly, it's highly unlikely in 5 years' time, you bought in the right place with the right kind of structure, tenancies, that it goes down. But let's say it does go down, you will then have to find an extra 50k to put down to then get it back to 800 to 500,000 so they can get a mortgage. So it's nothing. Honestly, it's nothing. I don't think it's... I've done this for 25 years. I've never seen it go the other way. As long as, again, to be fair, as long as you're buying the right place, the right property at the right price. And that's why I keep going on about what you buy is not as important about how much you pay for it. You can buy in a really, not a great area, but you pay very cheap. Actually, you're going to make money. If you buy in a very expensive area and you buy it cheap, you're going to make money. But if you buy... you overpay on the property, that's when you're into trouble.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.